I'm Robin Lee, your host for Coffee With. You are watching a series of 7 videos with Sarah Sproule, an Indigenous woman in Ontario, Canada. I know you will enjoy every moment of learning about her heritage and her life in Ontario. So enjoy these videos. Coffee with Sarah Sproule. Thank you for joining me today on Coffee With. I'm Robin Lee, your host, and I am in Ontario, Canada, with my husband and my brother-in-law, and we are here on a bear hunt with you and your husband and your family and some other people that have helped out a little bit. So I wanted to have you talk about who you are and what this land means to you, and I just think people in our town in Vicksburg, Mississippi would be interested to know that we didn't come up here just to bear hunt. We came because we wanted to experience your life and your heritage, and we wanted to bear hunt.
Okay, sounds great. I think it's really appropriate that we're doing this today because I'm wearing orange in honor of our National Day of Recognition of Truth and Reconciliation to honor the children who went missing at residential school. And so, but I remember my heritage daily because I actually get to live in my traditional territory. So where we are situated right now is Williams Treaty 27 and 27 and a quarter. And this is where my people lived. I'm from the Chippewas of Georgina Island, and we're Ojibwe people. We're Indigenous, or as you have said, you call them Native American. Our group was primarily in Southern Ontario. They migrated for hunting and fishing. My group does a lot of fishing. Hunting was important due to colonization and some of the sadder parts of history. They lost a lot of the hunting, and that's actually really important to me with these bear hunts. Is I'm trying to get some of our youth, hopefully confident enough from my band, or you call them tribe, to come and be part of this.
And you actually do a lot of that. You're a teacher here in your town, and you were telling us how you take kids out overnight.
Yes.
And y'all camp and
fish and
canoe and whatever.
I teach them how to clean the fish, and I cook it over open fire for them. And you know, we only fish, of course, what's in season, and teach them a lot about conservation. And I think the most important thing for me is that the kids, that the people with me, see how much we actually love nature and love the bush and the animals. And when I see an animal, I don't automatically think, oh, I want to kill it. And a really proud moment for me as a mom, actually, my son got to come on the trip that I was telling you about, the canoe trip. And the guy in his boat caught a bass, and it was huge for up here. It's like 4 pounds. And the first thing my son said to me is, Mom, this looks like a good breeder. Do you think we should let it go? And I'm like, of course you said that. I was so proud of him. And we did eat it. And I said, you know, I'm really proud of you, but there's a lot of boys to feed here today, and we often let them go, so I'm okay with keeping this. But that way of life is integral to how I was raised and integral to my people, and something that I want to be, when people come with us, that they get that we love the animals.
Yeah, and I do want to point out, you don't just take boys on this trip. You also
it
just
girls. Happened. It was all boys this
on that
time.
trip. But you've also had a trip where it was mostly girls.
I've run these trips for probably 13 years now, and I have a coworker that we run them together. Sometimes my husband gets to come and be part of them as well. He'll take some time off work, and I take them into Algonquin. That's a bigger trip, but we teach them canoe safety, and there's tons of preparation leading up to it, and we're getting our signal for how much time we have left.
So we're going to do a lot of these episodes because I know that y'all will be as fascinated as I am about, and it's so refreshing. And so we're going to wrap this up and
actually, I should, just before you do wrap it up, I should mention about school that I've brought beaver to school and skinned them for the elementary at lunchtime as well, like my lunch, and I go volunteer in their classrooms. And that was a really good piece for them to connect to nature. And coming up in about a month, I'm going to get a beaver and I'm speaking at a conference. And all I'm doing is sitting at a fire, skinning a beaver, and talking about actually this business and what we're doing, the tourism side of it. So
yeah, and I remember you put that video on Facebook, and people were commenting. They let you come and do that in the classroom, and you were like, "Yes, of course."
They did, because there's respect, and the kids know what's coming, and the parents know, and it's not a blood and gore. There's no other way to put it. We talk about what we're doing and why we're doing it, and the respect for the animal and all the pieces that are going to be used. And so when kids saw it in that light, I mean, it was extremely well received. Yeah. Such that I didn't have enough beaver to go to every classroom by the time we decided we were going to do this. So.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Okay.